Hey guys, I'm back here with another video, and in this video I'm going to do a complete review of the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus, aka Xiaomi Redmi Note 5, and it is actually the 3 gigs 32 gigs model, which means that this is not the higher variant, which is actually 4 gigs of RAM with 64 GB of internal storage. So actually that variant was not available in my country, so that's why I'm going to review this one. So keep on watching the full video for my in-depth review, and let's get started. So if we talk about the build quality and design of this phone, then this phone is really great regarding the build quality. First of all, let's talk about this one. So at the back side of the phone, it is fully made of metal except for these two bars. These two bars are actually made of plastic, so this is a bad thing, but otherwise the whole phone is made of metal from backs and from sides, and from the front side there is actually a 2.5D curved glass actually at the sides. Maybe you cannot see through the camera, but yes, it is. And Xiaomi is actually using some type of protection on their phone, but we don't know the version of that one, like Gorilla Glass or something other than that, Dragon Tail. We don't know which type of protection they are using on their screen, but yes, I have not removed the pre-installed protector from this phone, so you cannot see the shine of the phone. However, it looks pretty great, and for the design language it looks pretty stunning in my opinion. I can hold in my hand pretty easily, and I'm not facing any type of problem regarding using the phone. Even this is the 6-inch display, but still, due to the 18:9 aspect ratio and tiny bezels, this phone is pretty handy, and you're not gonna face any problem while putting in your pocket or using you in one hand. But if you have very tiny hands, then you might need another hand to use this phone. But otherwise this is very comfortable to use. And design wise, on the top side there is a front camera, LED flash, earpiece, sensor, and bottom side is clear, we don't know. And at the back side there is a camera sensor and dual LED flash here. And this is the fingerprint sensor, Mi logo, and the top side headphone jack. This is the air blaster microphone. At the bottom side there is micro USB cable for charging, so it is not providing you the type C connector, but still, it does provide you fast charging. And it is providing you single skip speakers, so it is not stereo speakers, because this is just for design. The second speaker grill is just for design. This is the original speaker, and design wise it is really great. So if we talk about the performance of the phone, so the phone is actually performing really very good, as it is having a Snapdragon 625 chip with Adreno 506 GPU, and it is also having 3 gigs of RAM with 32 gigs of internal storage, which is actually more than enough for a phone of this budget. I mean, if you're a very low budget, then this phone is really great. And as you can see on the screen, the phone is performing really great. It is really very fast in opening up the apps. Here you can see anything you open, it will just instantly opens up the every single thing. And performance wise, this phone is really great in apps opening and doing such things. And performance is the main area where the phone is actually really great in my opinion. Gaming is on its peak, and you can run any game at highest setting with no problems whatsoever regarding the frame rate and lags. Like, look at the display wise, this phone is really great for gaming. I mean, 6-inch display with full HD plus resolution is really great for gaming. So overall, the performance wise, this phone is more than something beast. Okay, so expect it to be, compare it with the Note 8 Samsung's, and it can compete with it regarding the performance. So if we talk about the system software user interface of the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus, then it is running on Xiaomi's MIUI 9.2 version, which I can show you right here in the settings about phone. And here you can see it is running on Xiaomi UI 9.2, and actually this is this is a very fast phone. I'm not feeling any problem while using the phone. The software is pretty much very optimized, even optimized for gaming. I mean, yes, it looks kind of like the iPhone style and other, the Chinese phone styles, as they are just copying of the iPhone style, but still, you are not gonna face any problem. And yes, you can just customize by yourself by downloading a launcher. Like if you want an app drawer, if you're a Samsung user and you want an app drawer, then you can download any type of launcher on this phone to just get a better user experience. Otherwise, no problems, very simple, and yes, very best, and it will never slow down. Never. I've never felt only even once a single lag on this phone, but still I think it should be stock Android. But on the Xiaomi Mi A1, that phone is actually running on the stock Android. But that's pretty much it what you're getting. So right now it is running on Android 7.1.2 Nougat Android version, and it is soon going to get the Oreo update, which is 8.0, and hopefully it will get very soon. So if I talk about the battery life of this phone, the battery life of this phone is really great in my opinion, as it can just last up to 2 days, and this is more than enough in my opinion. And if you're a gamer also, so it will still can last up to 1.5 days, which means more than a day, and this is more than enough for a phone like this. And it is having actually 4,000 milliamp hours of the battery, which is more than enough. And 2 days of battery life, keep that in mind. It will give you 2 days of battery life. Even if you're more than a new normal user, then still it will provide you 2 days. So that's pretty much it for the battery timing. So if we talk about the camera of this phone, so camera wise this phone is really great. It is having a 12 megapixel rear camera with f2.2 aperture size, and it can record up to 4K at 30 frames per second, and it is actually having a dual tone dual LED flash. And on the front side the camera, there is a 5 megapixel front facing camera with an LED flash here. Actually this is the LED flash, and here is the some type of sensor. And let me just give you a quick look of the UI. So here is the UI, let me just show you. So first of all, you can just swap through the video mode and capture button mode, and actually there are plenty of options for the modes. Like there is panorama, timer mode, audio mode, manual mode, straighten, beautify, HHT, scene, tilt shift. So these are some of the with the camera modes. And in the settings, there are some of the settings you can see: enhancing low light photos automatically, so I've just turned it on. Camera frame picture quality, sharpness, so I've just set it to highest to get the best results on the camera. And let me just show you the shutter speed sample first of all. So as you can see, the shutter speed is pretty fast in my opinion. And in the video mode, it can record up to 4K, and there are only two types of modes, which is time lapse and slow mo. time lapse means fast motion, and it works pretty great. And in slow mo it works also really great in my opinion, and it can record up to 4K. And I can show you here, video quality can set up to 4K, but I've set it to full HD by default, so I'm not gonna change that. So this for the camera UI. I'm gonna give you right now the sample of the photos and video recordings at the end of the video, so please keep on watching the full video. Now, as far as the phone's features are concerned, it doesn't have any type of special, features, but still it does have some few, which I'm gonna tell you right now. Like, it is having an air blaster here, through which you can just control your any type of LED TV or any type of TV, and you can control your AC through this phone. And there is also a reading mode, which actually means, first of all, let me just show you. So here is the reading mode, and reading mode is actually a type of thing, it is just like the night mode on the Samsung Galaxy smartphones. Like, when you just turn on, the screen will just go a yellowish display, and you can just adjust that yellowness of the screen by just increasing and decreasing that. So that's pretty a good thing. You have to, otherwise you have to just install certain apps for doing this thing, but it is having internally. And it is also having, here you can see, it is also having a screen recorder in its own software, which is really good. And also it is having FM radio, and it runs pretty perfectly fine. As you can see, it has been turned on, and no problems whatsoever. I mean, FM radio nowadays, most of the phone doesn't have this feature, but still it is providing you this feature. And nothing too special in the features, but still the things that are special I've just already told you. And that's pretty much it. So if we finally talk about the price and availability and my opinions, then price wise this phone is going to cost you around $200 around. I mean, it can be above from 200 or below from 200. And this is the 3 gigs variant, and I bought for $180 on the pre-order. And actually there is a 4 gigs model also, but there is not a big difference between 4 gigs and 3 gigs model in performance and multitasking. It is still great. And it is going to be released very soon in China in other variants also. There's a variant of Note 5 Pro, so with dual camera, and that is going to be released in China very soon. And if you want my opinions about this phone, so there is a yes from me, as this phone is costing you very very less, but still providing you some of the awesome features like 18:9 aspect ratio, some a gimmick of the bezel-less display, but it is not that much bezel-less. It has some bezels or thick bezels, but still it gives you a pretty much an identical look to the S8. And but if you're using the Note 4, don't upgrade to this phone. I'll recommend you to wait for the Note 5 Pro. If that phone is not released in your country, then I'll recommend that phone for you. And actually this phone gives you very awesome feature like 4K video recording at this price is amazing thing. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my opinions. So yeah, thank you so much guys for watching the video. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you did, then share this video with your friends and family. And I'm also going to do some in-depth camera review for the Xiaomi Redmi 5 Plus, so please stay tuned for that video also. And I'll recommend you to subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon at the side of the subscribe button, so you'll never miss any video from my tech channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Yeah.